So we were applying the um, applying this expression for CV for P by KT for lower temperatures for into the expression for CV by NK. So now we know that this CV by NK is equal to we substitute here 3 by 2 into V by N into d by dt of P by K is equal to 3 by 2 V by N d by dt of T by lambda cube the theta of 5 by 2, right? This can be written as 3 by 2 V by N. We have already written the expression for this. We know that N is equal to N by V, right? And the volume per particle can be expressed in terms of capital V by N. So one and the same concept. So 3 by 2 into the small v d by dt T by lambda cube theta of 5 by 2. Theta of 5 by 2 is a constant, right? So this, if we do this differentiation, the expression I will be getting is 15 by 4 V by lambda cube theta of 5 by 2. So this will be the expression which I will be getting for CV at its lower temperatures. So what does this expression predict? This expression basically predict the variation of CV with temperature to be of the order of to be behaving like T raised to 3 by 2. Always do remember that with theta 5 by 2, now CV by NK, or rather I should talk about the pressure, is at that value in which Z is the maximum. So the G of 5 by 2 will be always lesser than theta of 5 by 2. The maximum value of G of 5 by 2 is theta of 5 by 2. So at all the lower temperatures, this pressure will have a lower value than zeta of 5 by 2. So this is the maximum value of G of 5 by 2. So therefore, pressure will have always a lower value than that value which corresponds to zeta of 5 by 2. So at lower temperatures, CV is directly proportional to T raised to 3 by 2. So let's complete the graph which we have drawn here. So now we know the kind of behavior for this dotted line. How does that CV is going to vary? Now if I plot that, we will plot CV by NK versus temperature, but we know that there is a transition temperature at which this cusp is going to happen, and we noted down that temperature as critical temperature. We will have more discussion about the critical temperature in one of the coming videos. I am not talking much into the critical temperature. Only thing is that we know that there is a critical temperature at which there will be cusp, and after that and before that, the behavior of or the variation of CV with temperature do vary in a almost in a diametrically opposite manner. Okay. So here in this y-axis, x-axis, I am plotting t by tc. So if I put this as or 1, right, 2, 3, etc. And this is the point at which I have, this is the point at which I am having Cv by Nk is equal to 1.5. What is the CV? This is the value of 3 by 2 Nk. I have plotted Cv by Nk, and therefore this is the point at which I have Cv by Nk is equal to 1.5. Let me put some dotted line corresponding to 1 so that it tells me where does this cusp is going to happen. At t, the cusp was to happen at Tc, which means that at t by Tc equal to 1, I have to now show the cusp over here. So I have the lowest at t tends to 0, Cv tends to 0. Therefore, I will start from here, and this will grow towards this Tc in a t raised to 3 by 2 manner, something like this, and then there will be turnaround, and this will start falling like t raised to minus 3 by 2, and it will approach this this Cv by Nk equal to 1.5 line in an asymptotic manner. Something like this. T raised to 3 by 2. Right? So that is it. And this always imagine that what is the highest value of Cv by Nk? This is equal to 1.925. Cv by Nk is equal to 1.925. Why it is 1.925? It's very simple, but I will tell you that in one of the videos, in the future videos. So this point is left to explain. That I will do in one of the future videos. We will first explain for something else, and then we will reach this here. So this highest value is 1.925. That value is also predictable from our expression. Okay, so we will continue in the next video.